What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back for another one, and today we are doing what it's like to grow up in Prague, young and European. I really enjoyed the one we did about Amsterdam. That was super interesting to see kind of like the younger generation and what's going on with them and their day-to-day life, especially since I have kids that are starting to get a little bit older. It's amazing how fast time goes by. Kind of blows my mind. But yeah, especially with us traveling to Europe soon and possibly, getting a spot there one day maybe, and want to see what it would be like for my kids to be young and in Prague. So smash the like button and let's dive in.
Whenever I'm crossing this bridge, I always have to look at the view and be in absolute awe. And I can't believe that this is the place where I get to live and actively see this amazing view every day. It's amazing. Prague, my hometown, is the capital of the Czech Republic. Most tourists come here for the historic buildings, red rooftops, cobblestone streets, and the strong beer culture. But today I'll be showing you my Prague. Ahoy, my name is Rosaria. I am 21 years old and I'm a student in Prague. I was born, raised, and I currently live here, and this is what a day in my life looks like.
Again, just like the other one, when they say what it's like to grow up in Prague, if she's grown up in Prague, so she knows what it's like. But when they say young and European, I just think really young, like 16, 17, but still be good. 21 is young.
I live in a typical panelite building, which are concrete apartment buildings outside of the city center. They were built during the communist era and are found across Central and Eastern Europe.
They look like it.
Hello, welcome to my apartment. Let me show you.
Oh, it's nice.
So I live in a two-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend, but I only moved in a couple of months ago, so it's pretty new. I have my homemade mint from my grandma's garden.
Great.
For breakfast, I'm having this pie that my mom made for me. The average age for Czechs to leave home is about 26 years, which is typical across the EU, according to Eurostat.
26? I think we covered some of this on some statistics. I think it just keeps going up and up every year.
I mean, if people live in the city where they also study, the university, I think they usually stay with their parents. I mean, I would stay with my parents if it wasn't for my partner. These days, one-person apartment.
She got a sugar daddy.
In the city center can cost around 700 to 1,000 euros per month. Between 2022 and 2023, rent prices increased by 20% and continue to go up.
So ridiculous.
So I was invited for a panel discussion and a lecture because of my work, so come with me. It's the Velvet Revolution week this week, so I'm already wearing my ribbon. The Velvet Revolution took place in 1989, where the Czechs protested against the communist regime, which eventually fell, and now we live in a democracy. We have one of the best public transport systems in Europe, with buses, trams, metros, and trains connecting the city and its outskirts. It is available 24/7 and it's incredibly cheap for students. I do have my driver's license. I got it when I was 18 years old, and I think that's the norm for Czech people. You get your first official Czech beer and then you also get your driver's license. I don't necessarily use it. I just think it's a good skill to have, I guess, but I don't really need a car in Prague. I'm a political science student, but besides that, I'm also a full-time influencer, or greenfluencer, if you wish.
1/3 odpadu z domácnosti. Jak vypadá den z pohledu takového mikroplastu? Začíná to vlastně dost brzo ráno.
I post about sustainability and climate and science, and I'm trying to get people involved in the talks about overcoming climate change and other sustainable issues.
Okay.
Czech youth generally do not care much for politics. The voting age here is 18, but voter turnout is generally low compared to other European countries.
I had no idea.
I'm very excited because I'm going to hear someone from the Ellen MacArthur Foundation.
Oh, by the way, some of you have been sending me recommendations for political videos and like news and stuff like that. I'm interested. I want you guys to know I do want to check it out. I see the requests come through, and maybe in the future we might do something with that. If you do send anything that is like political based, like just have it be more historical, like how the parties are set up, or like educational, nothing with too much bias.
And I'm very excited for her keynote about the textile waste and industry and what the solution is.
They can decide to meet their obligations individually or to join forces and establish a so-called PRO.
So this was an event about circularity and circular businesses. It was how businesses are supposed to implement certain circular, sustainable rules and laws and regulations. And it was very interesting because there were a lot of Czech startups and businesses that I was very happy to network with and make business with. It's actually really interesting to me because I study environmental politics and my lecture this evening is going to be environmental law. So very convenient, but now it's time for lunch.
Is this art?
So normally on school days I'd eat at the university cafeteria. One meal is around 4 or 5 euros, but today due to time constraints, I have to go eat out in a bistro.
Probably a little bit more. What are we gonna say, like 10 euros, 12 euros?
It's really good, but for about 10 euros, that's quite expensive. I make my own money
Really?
through influencing, so...
Here in America, if you sit down and order food like this, like in a nice, a nice little coffee shop or cafe or something, if you're sitting down and like eating a meal like that, you're usually somewhere between like $12 and $15 at least.
So besides my rent, I
So
pay
10
for
seems really
my
low.
coffees, going out, and obviously groceries, which are getting significantly more and more expensive.
Yeah,
Groceries
they are.
cost around 140 to 250 euros per month.
That is so cheap. Oh my gosh. This was a year ago too. I would imagine if my groceries have gone up over the last year, y'all's groceries have probably gone up as well, getting really, really expensive. I mean, we spend, my wife does it all, probably like $350 a week, I would say, on groceries. So $250 a month. That is for 5 people though, so.
Over 90% of Czech university students also work, mostly to cover living costs or to gain experience. Prague is considered a top
That is the
university
coolest
city.
elevator I've
In
ever seen.
2023, almost 40% of all students in the country studied here. This is my 3rd year at the Charles University and I've been loving it so far. I love the variability that even though I study political science, I can still take subjects from any other faculty. So now I'm taking a law subject, I can take biology, anything I want basically. Programs in Czech at public universities are completely free, so I don't pay any tuition fees.
Nice.
And I'm done for today, so I'm gonna head out and have some drinks with my friends.
Yeah, let's see the nightlife.
Mass tourism in Prague can get annoying from time to time, but as a local I know where to go and how to avoid the big crowds. I'd never go on the Charles Bridge in my free time.
It's all like misty and cloudy. It looks so beautiful.
Czechia is known for its strong beer drinking culture, and it's true. That's how most young people socialize. And I don't blame them, because Czech beer is the best.
I'll be the judge.
Thank you for following along. I hope you enjoyed my beautiful city, and have a good day. Ahoy!
Wow, that absolutely flew by. I did not know that was the end already. All right, really interesting. Seems like she's got a nice little life set up there. The pricing seems really fair. I know she said some of the stuff was expensive, like her rent seemed really nice, groceries, the school obviously free. Yeah, huge culture shock for me seeing that growing up in Prague. Way different. All right, if you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like button on the way out, and I'm getting the hell out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace.